A dozen Knox County jail inmates allege they're living in inhumane conditions, and they have filed suit.
10 News reporter Mark Salinger breaks down the legal steps that they are taking. Mark?
Robin and John, the male and female inmates in the county detention center filed the federal lawsuit against Knox County Sheriff Tom Spandler, his chief deputy Bernie Lyon, and the entire Knox County government. 10 men and 2 women are the plaintiffs in the civil rights class action suit. According to documents, the inmates allege the county's detention center's cruel and unconstitutional policies violate their First, Fifth, 8th, 14th Amendment rights. You'll see a list of their top issues on your screen. All the inmates say they filed grievances. Some claim poor medical treatment is jeopardizing their health. One inmate, who believes he has a tumor in his throat, says he's lost 50 pounds since getting booked into jail. When he went to get treatment, he claims he was told the jail could not do anything for him and that he was to wait until he's sent to prison to get help. Now, that same inmate also says overcrowding is a chronic problem. He says he's been forced to sleep on the floor because often 3 people are being assigned to a 2-person cell. The lawsuit also says one of the female inmates, who is at least 5 months pregnant, has to sleep on the floor due to overcrowding. Now, the lead attorney for this case is John Eldridge. Eldridge has filed numerous lawsuits successfully to improve jail conditions in East Tennessee. Robin and John.
Mark Salinger on the update.
I thought if you want to change the world,